Hey guys, what's going on? This is Comics 559, aka Darth Thaddeus. Just kidding. Call myself that because I make myself look like a Sith or something with a head thingy on. But anyway, uh, hope everybody's doing well. Still, obviously, coronavirus going on. Hasn't gone away yet. Here in California, it's supposed to be spring, usually sunny, but it's, with the exception of yesterday, it was really nice anyway. Also, happy Easter to everybody. Obviously, that was yesterday. Uh, Today it was a little bit colder, clouds out. Uh, so, like I said, hope everybody's doing well. Got this today. This is not part of obviously the review or not review, but the unboxing. But got this for other reasons. Go out, look like an old lady walking around, or even I do it this way. Hold on. Do it this way. I could look like a whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Either way, I could cover my mouth. Fix that up. Anyway, yeah, I could cover my mouth, go out, not breathing people. Anyway, just some random BS. Hope you enjoy that instead of the regular just opening comic books. Actually, these are very good to have. This one is actually, what the hell was that? Oh, we got some info. This is actually one of the better ones. This one's by Rocco. It's a nice cotton one, uh, very thick. The other one I had bought was actually a lot cheaper, and obviously the quality was cheaper too. Uh, it wasn't tightly as knit, so more stuff can get through. So anyway, as you see in the title, uh, mystery mail call, and then if you read the description, I know what it is, but I don't know what it got. Okay, I sent something off to get graded. Um, I know it's going to be a low grade. That's all I know. Well, maybe mid grade. Mid grade. But other than that, I am not completely sure. Um, so, y'all going to find out with me. I haven't even opened it yet. I don't know. It came in Friday, but I wasn't home. So, signature confirmation. Um, Saturday, they didn't bring it by the house, even though, my wife was home. And today, when I called to see if it arrived, it did not. So I went to the mailbox or to the post office. All right. Right now, obviously, I don't have anybody in the chat. That's fine. This isn't going to be a long video anyway, so this is only what I got in today. And technically, this isn't even mine. Oh, okay. That's actually that's not bad. If you remember a couple videos back, I was selling some stuff for a guy, and I think I mentioned in there. I even showed it too. He had a Malibu Sun number 13. Well, I put forth the money to send it off to CGC. I felt like if it was going to be sold, obviously it would bring more money if it was graded rather than just selling it raw. What the hell? That's weird. Interesting. So anyway, guys, came back at 9.0. I'm actually very happy about that. That's, I mean, for this, after being pressed. Now there was some issues that, see if I can bottom here. It didn't press out all that great either. Even though it was pressed, I could tell that like it did a little bit better. But anyway, it might be hard to tell. But on the back here, yeah, you probably won't be able to pick it up. Like around the cape, there was some raised, like textured stuff, and it's still there. But anyway, the guy over at what is it? Avery Comics said that he checked it out. He wasn't able to get the stuff out, but it almost looked like somebody tried to press it before, and something kind of got like stuck in it. Now the guy I know who obviously owned it, I know that he doesn't ever do any of that kind of stuff. All he ever did was he went out, got comic books, during the 90s, 80s, go around to all the different places in town and pick up the stuff, and then he just basically put it in a box. He bought multiple copies, so he probably read some of them, and then they sat in his house, and pretty much that was it. So this one was kind of beat up a little bit. It had some, uh, folding along the top here, around down the sides here, and I could still see that. I'm surprised like the press didn't get it out better because it wasn't like badly creased. But I can still see it. But still, it came back at 9.0. I'm actually pretty happy with that, knowing the condition it was in. The only other thing I'm noticing on this, and when I picked it up from the post office, the box was in very, very great condition. So it didn't look like it had been dropped or anything like that. I know I see Facebook posts where the mail brought, some graded comics or other comics, and the boxes are smashed, and they open up, and obviously things are messed up. But there's no cracks on here. But I noticed like a little scuff mark down here. Now, you guys probably can't see that. I don't know. The other thing is, okay, it's on the other side. You see this little spot? Yeah. That wasn't on the comic itself when I sent it in, and it's actually raised. Like if I'm looking at it, I can see a shadow on the comic book. So that this little spot is above it. And it's not on the outside because I'm kind of like using my fingernail against it, and it's not coming off. Now, with that said, on that spot, on the X Force, the Todd McFarlane Wolverine that I sent in, I was just noticing it the other day looking at it, and there's a long piece of hair in there. It's not on the outside. Obviously, I try to get it off, run my finger, trying to see, I have a wife, so her hair gets around, and she probably hears me talking about her too. So, but it wasn't her hair. It's actually inside the case. So I did email CGC to see what they say about it because that's the first time I would be dealing with the foreign material inside. Now let's just say it was a piece of hair that was dyed. It's not the original color. Somebody dyed their hair. Okay, now there's chemical on that hair. So over time, is that chemical on that hair, or even if it's not, dyed, is that hair going to cause damage to that book in the long run? I don't know. So, like I said, I emailed CGC. I haven't gotten a response back yet that I'm currently aware of. I didn't happen to notice anything. Well, I got 2 email notifications. Let's see. I did get Z Collects. Hey, how's it going, guy? Malibu Sun. Yeah, I sent it off to be pressed and graded, and it came back 9.0. I was expecting actually a little bit lower than that. I know there was some issues with it, but I'm happy with that grade. Uh, Now, like I was saying earlier, this actually doesn't belong to me. Hey, Gray Man, how's it going? This one doesn't belong to me. It was to a guy that I know who I sold some comic books for. And he said, if I wanted to keep it, obviously just pay him, or if I wanted to sell it. So I'm still up in the air of whether or not I want to keep it or not. But, if I were to sell it, I can obviously get more for it if it's in great condition. So 9.0, I'm still on the wall if I want to, purchase it or not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep it? Should I sell it? Oh, but anyway, I was also talking about how this one, and I pointed out that little dot right there, a piece of foreign material, and it's raised up. It's like it's on the plastic, but it's not touching the comic book. Can you clean the press? No, not at CGC. I use Avery Comic Book Pressing. They're, oof, it almost fell. They're a little bit cheaper. I think like CGC does $20, and Avery Comic Book Pressing does $10, and he does pressing and cleaning. You can find them on Facebook. I'll post a link too. And he's been in the business for quite a bit of time, and he's been doing good with the books. But anyway, that foreign object and one of my other comics that I had graded had hair in it. So I did get a message back, an email back from somebody at CGC. So let me read that real quick. Provide a bit more information. Thank you for reaching out to us. If you can provide a bit more information, what is the certification number on the comic book? It is right above the barcode. Yeah, I know that. Let us know and we can see what can be done. Okay. So let me go ahead and just, I like my comics raw. Like, I'm not sure if that sentence even makes any sense. No, but that was a funny one. I like that one. I like some comic books raw, but I certainly do like some of them. Certainly like my more expensive ones, or the ones where I really love the art on it, to be graded. That way I can display them. So anyway, what I wrote to them was, I was looking. I kind of did a typo there. I was looking at a book I got graded and noticed a strand of long hair inside the slab. I don't know if this might be something that could damage the book over time or not. Regardless, it is in there. How does CGC go about this? Can it be sent back for reslab? And does CGC cover the shipping since it happened during the slabbing process? So that's what I wrote them. They just want a little bit more information back. So I think when I emailed them back after I'm done with this video, I'll let them know that there was a foreign material in here as well, and give them the information and see what goes on. But guys, that's it for right now. Once again, Malibu Sun 13 9.0. Don't know if I want to keep it or if I want to sell it. I mean, I love Spawn. I have Spawn comics, so to have this would be, pretty cool. And the good thing is even though I got it graded, it's not mine. I'm the one who put the money for grading it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Since I'm the one that put the money for it, should I purchase it at the raw price for what a 9.0 would come out? Or should I, pay him more? First Spawn, yeah. I think, since I put the money for it to have it pressed and graded, I should give him the money for it being raw, not graded. I mean, because that makes sense to me, But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody who stops in later and rewatches Raw, Prosper, Clean, and Press. Yeah, I totally agree. Since, like I said, I'm the one who put the money out there to have it pressed and graded. So, wonder what a 9.0 comes in at. Bear with me. Apparently, I'm not done with the video just yet. Let me see what the raw we're coming for. Actually, I guess searching on eBay for a 9.0 would just give me CGC. Thank you. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm looking it up on eBay, obviously, and I am getting a bunch of raw ones. The only one I see for a CGC 9.0 was at the very top, but that was sold 127 of 2020, and that went for $199.99 plus $15 shipping. So let's see. I'm gonna use Zapkapal because I use that to catalog my comics, and we'll just see what they say it is in the 9.0. Sometimes I use Comic Books Price Guide too. We need login. I should already need login. Surprise Chaos and Comics hasn't kicked on. He should be home. Damn you, Chris. There's priorities here. You got to tune into my channel. All right, let's see here. Search. Mel Sun. Issue number 13. Okay. 9.0, very fine grade, 142.50 on Zapkapal. Okay, I'm gonna look at one other spot. Comics Price Guide. Yachty. Publisher. So how's everybody doing out there with this lockdown quarantine stuff? Getting by? Are you guys working? What's going on? Kill some time while I'm looking up this info. Okay. So comicspriceguide.com, and this is, I know this isn't exact pricing, say between 100 to 140. Well, Comics Bar Price Guide in 9.0 in the raw value is 87 bucks. And then obviously at the graded value it is 200 bucks, which is pretty spot on with the 200, like I saw on eBay. So 87 bucks. 87 bucks is actually a bad price to go ahead and pay in the raw. So still on the wall, but I'll probably end up keeping it. No work, no money, no new comics. Woe is me. Yeah, man. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm not trying to rub it in, but thankfully, I work for a state hospital, so I'm essential. I have to get screened when I go into work every day. They take my temperature and then basically give me a sticker saying I'm good to go. Go in, work around a bunch of people, a bunch of clients, and 8 hours a day, come back home. If you don't keep it, let me know. Z Collect, you know what? I will go ahead and write you that name down and try to get a hold of you if I don't decide to keep it. Z Collect. All right. Be safe, man. You too, buddy. You too. But all right, guys, that is it. I've got nothing else. TFAW, who I go through for my comic books, they are still sending out. So I should probably be receiving something maybe within the next week or two, unless I get an email stating, "Sorry, guys, we no longer have your comics." But other than that, like is there any early Spawn in comic called Rust? To be quite honest, I am not sure. Unlike KSN Comics, he knows a heck of a lot more than I do. I'm just really into collecting them and getting what I like. I don't. I'm not too much in the history of everything that comes out, where they're at. But let's see. I mean, we can always Google search it. I know, right? It's like 181. Huh. So let's see. I know you guys know some of this, but I'm just going to read the whole thing that it says. Spawn appeared in a comic book published in April of 1992. That publication date being a month prior to Malibu Sun number 13 and Spawn number 1, which were both published in May of 1992. All three of the major grading companies, CGC, CBCS, and PGX, note this important Spawn appearance on their labels for Rust number 1. So that's what it says on WordPress.com. Rust 1, earliest Spawn in comics, predates Malibu Sun 13. Limited edition is rare. Now, according to CGC, what they put on this one is that obviously Malibu Sun number 13, Malibu Comics 519 or 592, Todd McFarlane cover, Spawn pinups. That's all it says. It doesn't say first appearance or anything else like that. So, first but not considered through CGC. I don't think it will change. No. Oh, let's see. Rayman, I'm going to look on eBay and see if anything comes up for it. Okay, let's go for sold copies. What do we have to do? Interesting. Let me go back. When I go to the sold items, it doesn't show me anything for Rust number 1. But when you look up Rust number 1 on eBay, this is Rust number 1, Adventure Comics, April 1992, Spawn ad appearance, predate Spawn number 1. This guy is trying to sell it for $12.99. There is another guy trying to sell one in what he says is a 9.2 for $29.99. But then it kind of jumps around because this guy has a Rust number 1 regular and special limited edition first ad appearance Spawn very fine to near mint for $99.95. Now let me go ahead and go to comicspriceguide.com and see what they're saying on it. I'm still live, but go ahead and ask your question. No, you don't want to be heard? Let's see. Interval's an issue. No, that's not much. I was hoping it would be. Make my fortune. I know we always hope for that, right, Brandon? Huh? Yes, I would love that. You know what I did? The ribs are still in my backpack, so if you want to get them out of there. Okay, rust. Numero uno. Oh, chaos finally showed up. I thought spawn. Oh, you know what? I was reading that. I never realized it was you, Chris. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I don't know. Okay, you can see that cover right there. What's that? Yeah, go ahead. If you want a couple of them too, you can. So that one right there is more valuable than the other one. Let's just say a 9.8. It's still pretty cheap raw, $45. Graded value in a 9.8 is 185. Joey Google shit live. I know, right? Well, like I was saying earlier, I'm not as well traversed in comic book knowledge as you, so I have to Google my stuff, especially values, eBay, or comics book price guide. But Chris, if you obviously you're just joining in, this came back 9.0, so I was pretty happy with that grade. I know, right? It's a sentimental fortune, Chris. Sentimental fortune. Oh, it's not a hero to make a fortune on this. Yeah. Shit reviews. I don't know. Some of the reviews I have done, far and few. I personally think they were kind of shitty, but that's in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, you know what? Obviously, I think you remember I got this from that guy who was wanting me to sell, and so I figured if I do sell it, that it would obviously make more money graded. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you know what? If I bought it, I was still going to buy it at the raw price. And I did take a look through it too, so I got to look at the inside, read it, and after that, I'm kind of like, this, we'll send this to get pressed and graded. Yes, Googling is a service plus entertainment. Just like that guy on your live stream last night that kept asking all those questions. I forgot his name. Warm, just warm. I don't want them too hot. I'm gonna be eating ribs in front of people. You guys want to watch me eat ribs too?
No, you're kind of messy with you.
Yeah, I am messy when I eat. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. What was that? 90s or early 2000s? Jack in the Box commercial. When's the new film coming? That's a good question too. When is that new film coming out? Here I go again with the Google searching. This one. So it says there's no release date for Spawn production at one point scheduled to begin in January 2019. Although McFarlane promises that filming will begin this year in 2020. So apparently it's not even done. They're going to start filming, but with everything that's going on, that could be obviously put off. Ooh, eating. I've already been eating some snacks. That's good. Was he a bot? Because those seem like some legitimate questions, but at the same time, it was kind of odd. But then again, I mean, there's people all the time who if you seem like you know what you're talking about, just quickly ask you rather than Google it. Or wear ribs. Well, I got some ribs right here, as most people, so I'm kind of wearing them too. But yeah, I barbecued ribs yesterday for Easter. It came out delicious. Let me give me that. That was my wife. Funny. Man. Kind of feel like I want to keep talking, but I've got nothing really else to talk about.
Chris knows how I am.
Hey, Chris, Janice says hi. Let's see. Okay, all right, guys. Unless you have any more questions or whatever, I am out. If you happen to rewatch this video, you're gonna see kind of like some weird stuff in the beginning. Not my typical start. I bought a Shemagh, so basically one of these. And no, it's not a terrorist thing, but you know it actually works pretty good for keeping dirt and not breathing in, you know, people's sickness. I might as well just go ahead and show it. Why not? Keep you guys entertained at least a little bit more. Let's see where is it. So yeah, just like that. Of course, you know, fix it up a little more so you can see better. It's better than walking around with my Darth Vader mask on, although that would be cool too. So, but yeah, you'll see that at the beginning of the video if you rewatch it. So, you know, weird stuff. But all right, guys, you all have a good day, night, whatever time it is. I'm a little tired. You'll probably be able to tell in my voice. Tomorrow's my start of my weekend, so lucky me. All right, guys, I'm out. Bye-bye.